New ladder season, time to see if we can get cheesed a whole bunch again. Actually, I already played a few games, so I'm going to be watching them just to see what sorts of things can be learned here. Here's the first one where my opponent said they were 12 pulling and didn't, which that's fine. So I am, in this particular game, taking a little bit of a precaution. I do go pull first. Let's see, there's my units. So I go pull first. It's just a hedge against people 12 pulling. I should probably be doing it more, given that it's the first couple weeks of a season and people all just cheese all the time, as you'll see in some other games. Because it keeps you safe against a lot of the nonsense while also not being that bad to transition out of, because I don't make my pool until 17, so I do have a reasonable worker count to do it. I didn't see any lings in the middle of the map, which there would be for a 12 pool. So I know, okay, well, my opponent didn't actually do that. And I get over there, and what I see looks a lot like it was a hatch first. So I go, okay, I'll get speed. I'll make some roaches just to be safe in case they're doing one of those late larger numbers of Zerglings timings. And that made an extra queen. Again, it's a safety thing. But I haven't actually seen any Zerglings yet. Maybe I should have been a little more aggressive with my Overlord at the front, although I do see on the minimap the Zerglings are leaving there. I don't think I caught that live in game. Yeah, see my Zerglings up in the middle of the map, getting wasted by theirs, but I did put my roaches and queens at the front so that they couldn't just run in and get all my workers. See, oh, they're still making more Zerglings. I'm just going to keep making roaches, put them at the front. I got +1 attack because that lets the roaches 2-shot the Zerglings instead of 3. And then it just makes Zerglings really, really bad when you have that upgrade and your opponent doesn't have an armor upgrade. Trying to go see if my opponent has a third and shut that down with my slow roaches. I'm never teching up here because I don't feel safe enough to do it. I think I'm on a timer because I suspect that my opponent is going Mutalisks behind this, because they haven't shown me that we're spending their gas on really anything else. And it turns out that's correct, so I really need to get the win before they have a large enough amount of Mutalisks to base trade or defeat my army. So I managed to get over there. So that was the first game of the season, and it was fine. Then I had some people do a little bit more creative things in some of the other games, like here's the second game. And it's, you know, I see it on the minimap, I noticed it in-game, and I still screwed this up. So I just extract a trick, make my 17 hatch like I've been doing. Again, this isn't safe against the most extreme cheeses, which my opponent is doing in this game. Oh. Let's go back to my camera here. Now I have to exit down my player cam. Alright, so hang on, let's back that up. Right around here, I do see some units going across under my Overlord in the middle's vision. And that should be, oh hey, I need to pull back to my main base, make some spines, maybe evil wall right here, so that I don't just, yeah, see there it goes by, and that's clearly not an Overlord, it's moving too fast. So I need to have some kind of response to that, and I just don't. I should be building an Evo here, maybe a spine, and just making it harder for them to come with their drone pull with lings. I also just do a really bad job of reacting at all with my drones. And so instead of fighting in a way that makes sense, I just kind of let them all get massacred, and that's just super bad.
Sorry,
see, my opponent is walling me in right here. Because I should be the one having a building here already, and I should be the one having a building here. And if this kills the natural, it's okay. Because my opponent has literally nothing behind this. So all I have to do is not die to this, and that's the end of the game. But, you know, I just kind of accept with my build that I'm dead this super, super aggressive cheese like that. Although I felt like I could have maybe handled it better. Then let's see, here's Protoss. They don't actually do anything aggressive. I just screw up and get my army way out of position this game. Yeah, they want Nexus first even, so they're just doing an economic build. And I think I see this and do take my third, but then I fail to follow up on what they're doing and also lock my army into a really bad place. It's a pretty early Baneling nest, considering I don't really make that many Zerglings in the early game. I wonder if that's correct, because my opponent's clearly not doing anything aggressive. I'm probably wasting resources here. This is probably not good. Alright. I do get my +1 attack because I'm thinking I'm going to make some roaches. I did get over there and see that my opponent has an immortal and some gateway units. So, okay, this looks like they're just defending bases. Although I missed the prism here, it does go right over my Zergling's vision. Actually, I might not have missed it with the vision there, but definitely in the game I didn't see it either time, and it might have gone through my vision twice.
Our forces are under it.
So let's see. Yep, goes right through my vision there.
Mutation
and right through my vision here.
complete.
I don't see it until there are zealots in my main base, and that's a problem. So I take a bunch of damage here that I shouldn't be taking. Look at that, I got 7 workers. And so now I am not as far ahead on workers as I should be. I'm also late to really get more tech up. Oh no, I guess I'm okay on that. I didn't get the Baneling speed, which is important later against zealots. Good to be clearing here, but the problem comes in a minute when I start walking my army across the map. And here's the thing, I don't have roach speed done yet. I don't have Baneling speed done yet. Like, why am I moving on the map right now? I do not have a reason to be going out on the map. I should be chilling, like, maybe here, you know, somewhere in this general area of the map. And there's no reason for my army to be there. So I start going across to maybe trade. I think maybe it would have been better even keep attacking these rocks and not past. What ends up happening instead, if we go back a second here, is that I try to flee with my army that doesn't have its movement speed upgrades, and they just get all caught and massacred by what the opponent is doing. And so yeah, see, I'm going to break through and go see if I can attack the base. I might have been better to just keep going that direction. So I try to go back. I also attack move them instead of just move commanding. On top of which, my opponent has a disruptor and gets a really good shot. Shots on the roaches there. And they just all go down. And that could have just been a much different fight if I had been, you know, here and here with my army. And then had it reinforced with, you know, another 20 units that are about to pop out. Could also maybe make an earlier spire in this situation, because they have some stalkers, but not a lot of anti-air. So I could get the cleanup on the prism and the disruptors. So, you know, this game goes on in a minute, but it's at this point. Let's see, here's my first one against Terran. And this one is on the early theme cheese that people do in the first couple weeks of the season especially. Like, people can do it anytime, but I seem to notice it on the ladder especially during the first 2 weeks of a season. So I'm still going Hatch Gas Pool. Maybe I need to adjust that to be more consistently pull first. But I see that their barracks is out of position there. I should be pulling drones down to the low ground now, because I should be aware that there's bunkers probably going up, because that is not a normal place for a bunker, or sorry, for a barracks to be. I also end up just throwing away a bunch of Zerglings here before they even have speed, or before I have any more of an army. If I had maybe not done that, I would have had a lot more to break out here, and then maybe go across the map and do some counter damage. But because I threw too many away there, I never really get that And so this game goes on several more minutes. None of it matters because I died in the early game, really. And then, let's see. This is a 1 versus random who ends up being Protoss. So I just still go hatch gas pool. And it's fine because they're not doing anything aggressive actually.
A new queen has emerged.
I do get over here and see they have gateways and then go back and they still only have gateways. There's some sort of tech out on the field. I don't know what it is. I assume it's a Stargate. That's the most common proxy. So I do make some spores to stay safe from that. But I also make a big round of drones here. Right as my opponent's attack is coming in because I just don't have good enough vision out there. That's what's going on. So my opponent manages to get in here with an army. I eventually end up losing the third here in a minute. And I just never quite recover from that. Yeah, there's also the problem that my opponent as Protoss has killed 12 of my workers and there's not really about that many workers ahead on me. And I need to keep making army units to not die, so if I would have made the army units before the drones earlier, I could have defended that attack more easily, and then, you know, that would also result in me having the bigger economy now, which then means I could have higher tech units, more units,
Mineral field depleted.
and maybe actually go stop them from taking a third or a fourth or eventually a fifth, while I end up getting knocked back to 2 bases here in a minute, just because I don't have eyes on the map, and I really didn't double check before I made all those drones that it was okay to be making drones and not fighting units. So, you know, basically from there, just going to move on 10 more minutes or something, but I'm already dead at this point. Alright, so that was sort of the early season so far.